Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and we're back baby with another banging video. So yesterday we got the best news about our dear Aunt Wendy that we could receive as a people on Beyonce's internet, honey, because the judge has tossed out Kevin Hunter's lawsuit that he filed against the Katori. He filed the lawsuit as a friend to Wendy Williams. Do you guys remember back in June, we did the video about him filing the lawsuit in New York on Wendy's behalf, demanding for Wendy to be released from the shackles of Sabrina Marissi. He's saying that they have completely taken away Wendy Williams' rights and her freedom of movement, and Wendy being in the Katori is not the best thing for her health. No. The judge has basically tossed out that lawsuit and say you cannot file on the behalf as a friend because you are not Wendy Williams' friend. You are divorced. You don't have a good relationship with that woman, and as such you cannot file on that claim. So as such, the judge says that he can file an amended complaint with allegation and claims on his own behalf, but he's got to leave Wendy out of it. So you know that he cannot file because the judges say because he's using Wendy as an excuse. You know that Wendy and Kevin, they were together for a couple of years. They had a child together. Wendy funded Kevin's entire lifestyle. Kevin used Wendy's money to fund Sharina Hudson's lifestyle. Wendy was sick and tired of being sick and tired. She filed for divorce. And Sloan Bella told us that Kevin Hunter allegedly spiked Wendy's cereal to make her look like she had dementia. He was paid to do it so that they could get Wendy in the conservatorship, as per Sloan Bella. Now Wendy is in the conservatorship and he has been taking Wendy to court. He's saying he should get more money. Wendy has more money hiding. Wendy's saying, honey, I can't even find my own money. Wendy's saying, you want my money, but I can't even find my own money. I don't even have access to my own money. How can I give you what I myself don't have access to? So when the judge tossed the case out yesterday, Wendy called TMZ and she definitely was so happy about that because, as you guys can remember, Wendy and Joe Tacopina told Kevin Hunter to F off. They don't need him. So as such, when the case was tossed yesterday, she called TMZ. So we're going to go ahead and take a listen to that clip. So let's roll that clip and then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
Oh, hold on. It's Wendy Williams.
Make sure she knows.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi.
You're on our live stream, just so you know. So if you don't want to say anything, you don't have to, okay?
Yeah, well, it's regarding my attorney, Alan Diamond.
We're cutting it.
So
we're going to cut the live
Kevin
stream
Hunter
moment right now,
Sr.,
too.
your ex-husband, they dismissed the case?
Yes, it was dismissed.
Can you bring my mic down?
It was at a federal court hearing, earlier this morning. And, of course he wants to steal my money, the ex. In the meantime, it's been dismissed,
Are we going to?
And I'm happy. Why not?
Yeah, it made no sense to me. By the way, I just want you to know, we got to do the show, but I just went on a tirade about why you're in this guardianship still. And, I actually had a talk with your niece about this, that
yes,
you sound fine to me. And I don't care if you've been diagnosed with frontotemporal or not. If you're able to take care of yourself and you're lucid, you shouldn't be in a fifth floor memory unit. You should be a free woman. And I'm just really outraged by it, Wendy. I really mean it.
Not only not on this floor, the memory unit floor, but I don't want to be in this building. This building is for people 60 and above. And I don't care that I'm 61. I am gorgeous. Who wants to live in a dump like this? It's too expensive.
Well, it's $25,000 a month.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So a lot of people, and you still don't know how much money you have left.
The Guardian is stealing my money.
Well, no, you shouldn't say. We can't say that because we don't know. But what we know is you don't know how much money you have left.
My attorneys and I are highly upset at a few different things. But yeah, when I get out of guardianship and go back to making money, money, more money, money, more money.
Okay, we got to go do our show. I just want to say hi.
Thank you. Hi.
Okay,
Bye.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yes, the Guardian is, in fact, allegedly stealing Wendy's money. Do you guys remember that event when she was going to Florida to spend the weekend with her dad? And the Guardian gave Wendy a debit card and she was like, oh, not to worry. I preloaded it with a few $1,000s for you. And there was $0 on that card. So I definitely believe Wendy on that one as relates to the Guardian. No, Wendy's saying that, the case is tossed out. The ex-husband wants her money, but she herself doesn't even have access to, her money. This man was suing the Katori. I think it was to the tune of $25 million. So the judge is saying, you're not Wendy's friend. You are her ex-husband. You haven't been in her life doing anything for her. So how do you come under the category as a friend? So the judge is saying you can refile, you can sue the Katori on your behalf, but he doesn't have any legal claims to sue on his behalf because he's not in the Katori, so he cannot even file the claim again. So, Kevin Hunter is left to having to figure his way out, and I don't know why it is so hard for him to start something for himself. He's consistently hunting this woman. He's consistently hounding her for her money, and at this point in time he needs to realize that he's not going to get one red cent. He's not going to get even a penny. He needs to leave this woman and just let her be. Joe already, responded to Kevin and said, we don't need your help. You're not Wendy's friend. You never had this woman's best interest at heart. So how is it that you came under the category of a friend? And now the court is asking him the same thing. And as such, the case was tossed out. So he's going to have to find himself a good job. He has always taken credit for Wendy's success. He needs to go out there and give himself the same level of success and take credit for it just the same, because if he cannot replicate what he did for Wendy for himself, it means that Wendy is the sauce all along, and the only thing that he was doing is just ensure that no one was taking her money because he needed it for him and Sharina. That's all he did for her, in my opinion, that is. But anywho, guys, it is your time to chime in. What's your 2 cents on the matter? Leave your comment below. Stay safe. Peace.